So hello everyone, welcome to this lab experiment video. In this, as I discussed in the classroom, I will give the experiment number one, all the questions answers. Right. Already one part one video I have uploaded with respect to that, but some modification I have made in this particular answers for the answers of these questions. Right. So more or less all are same only. So the question is given in experiment one. What I will do in this video actually, I will make it in a fast mode and I will explain the just what to do. Other things which I have already explained in the classroom, just saying that that's the same your knowledge and your experience and whatever we have gone through the syllabus part of the topic that we will utilize here. Moreover, they have taken only company database related information here in the experiment. So their requirement is they are first telling about some scenario like the storage of digital India is increasing day by day. Every big and small organization has started storing their employee details such as name, salary, address, department under which they are working in their own database. So this is the complete scenario they have given for the company database. Design a company database to store the details of the departments, projects, and employees, their dependents, in a particular organization using the following relational schema. Now they have given the relational schema. This particular lines are telling about this is your table. This would be the table, right? So employee table, dependent table, department location table, project table, and works table, and one more dependent table, right? And these are the columns or attributes you have to keep inside the for the tables, right? So for employees, SSN, name, salary, gender, super SSN, address, and department number. So few things we have taken for the referential integrity purpose. Okay. Few things we have taken self-referential integrity purpose. I hope you are getting what I am telling here. Self-referential integrity, referential integrity. This means that when you are going to solve this question, all the database, relational schema pattern, constraint, data types, and other clauses and all the query mechanism which we have to we were using to solve the some generic database related problems. So here you have to go through basically SQL properties, data types, clauses. I mean, so many things. Join operation, subquery operation, along with operators. Combination of everything. This alone, one question will deal with all kind of requirements, right? So you got the idea why we have a such kind of this particular table and I mean their attributes and along with the why they have taken this one, right? Then department name, department number. Now you see department number, department number. These two used to connect these two tables, right? Here then manager SSN again. This is the manager SSN, right? For the department who is the manager. Okay. Then the name, I mean, if you want to fetch the name of that particular manager, that will come from the employee table. This means that you have to use these two tables for the certain scenarios. Then department location, again department number and department number, which we'll use to connect these two tables, right? With the referential integrity. Then project will contain project name, project number, project location, and department number. Again, this is going to use for the differential integrity. These columns will be and their values will be common between the tables. Then works on means it's defining the cardinality ratio, or you can say participations. These things I have explained. When the two entities are connecting with one relation, here works on one relation. For example, employee connected with department, then employee works on department, right? So for that also we have taken some cardinality and their you can say participation ratios, 1 to 1 or many to many, like that. I mean, this depends on the requirement. Okay. Then here employee SSN, ESSN, project number, and hours. You see here these things will use to connect the tables. Okay. Then dependents. So sometime you will have a weak entities in that particular entity will depending on some other strong entity, which I have explained. If you are able to recall the things, then again. employee SSN, department name, then address, relationships, and genders. This is how the tables they have taken. Guys, I will try to conclude this video in the short manner, though I have solved this question completely based on all the requirement of the which has been listed here by applying these all kind of clauses or conditions, constraint, everything. Okay. And then they are telling that when you declare attribute SSN, take it as a primary key in the employee table, take a department number as a primary key in the department table. That will be the foreign key for the employee department location and project table, as I was mentioning while explaining this only. ESSN, this is used to foreign key for the works on table and dependent referencing employee SSN, right? So this I was explaining about, okay? And super SSN, which is used to self-referencing in the same table, right? Then these are the SQL queries which is required to solve the problems. So insert the sample record. So first, our task is to create the one database. We'll take the database name called as company database. Better to take you on the MySQL direct. So let me share the MySQL first. So I'm sharing here MySQL workbench. Okay, now it is, I think, visible to you all. Now from here, I will start particular queries. Guys, to save the time, I have already solved not one time, not two times. I have solved this problem for 5, 6 times. Even I have a different ways of recording of this video as well with me. But I will share this video to you all so that you should write these queries by yourself. Okay. After that, you have to execute it. Okay. You have to execute it. Then what output you are getting on behalf of the execution of your I can say this queries and the requirements output you should match with my output. If it is matching, then only you should go further writing the your I can say uh, lab record, right? So first task, you have to create the database called as company database experiment 1. I have given one name. If you are able to see here, earlier previously I have created this database, but now I am going to change this, right? I will make it more specific with respect to the syllabus requirement. Now, guys, what you all have to do, since it is I'm recording for your reference purpose only. So whoever will go will do this work. Okay, what they should do, you please create the database name like that. For example, the database will be like that only. Like that only. You take till here, copy and paste, then underscore, and what you all have to do, you have to write uh, I will say you should write your uh, name. Okay, you add here name so that I can be able to recognize the database name by your name. That is the one extra things. For example, I will use like that and then semicolon, then I will run it. Okay, then I will select it. This is how you have to use your name to create the database. This you all have to do, guys. Okay, but when you write in your record, please write in a standard manner till here only. Okay, till here only. Since database name here for execution purpose, we can keep and we can modify it while writing, okay, as per our requirement. Only because this you will write only two places. One is to while creating the database, another you will write here while selecting the schema, okay. So this you all have to do, right? This is one extra add-on I am giving you as a task, guys. Again, I'm repeating, this query file I will share with you all, but your task is to write the queries, and today I will not share. This video you will get first. You do by yourself. You write it down, you execute it by your writing. Then you write down the outputs. Okay. Again, some task I will assign, the changes I will see during the evaluation of your record file. If it is not there, make sure I will not mark my signature, and you should ready for to reduce the mark. I mean, cut the marks. Okay. So properly follow the instructions so that you should not lose the marks. Okay. Properly, neatly, you have to write the record. So first task is what you have to do. You have to create the database. So I'm going to create. Okay. I think it is there already with me. So let me first drop the database so that I can start from the scratch. Okay. For your explanation purpose. So let me drop database, and database name is what? Database name is nothing but company DB, right? Company DB experiment 1. So I will drop it. Now you see successfully I have dropped. If I will refresh it, it will be not here. Okay. Now, my second task is I will create the database. Okay. Since I have executed once, so I have done this all practical. You see here, it's around 250 odd lines of code, 263 lines of a code, which I have done. Okay. Properly, I have executed, properly, I have marked and segregated. Okay. I have displayed it in a beautiful manner so that you can be able to understand in the proper manner. I have commented each and everything so that why we have taken this all, everything. Okay. Whatever the basic requirement to run the this. Okay, so after first my task is to create the database. Okay, so first I will create the database. Now database created. Okay, second task, first you refresh it. You see here database came into picture, but tables I don't have anything here. Okay, so first I will create the database. Again, I'm repeating here only, guys. If you're not understanding or new, you are in this experiment, please watch my first part of the this particular experiment, right? In the same YouTube channel, you will get the video as a experiment 1 part 1, right? So in that I have explained about experiment, how to go, what to do, everything. Half an hour of a video. Actually, I have shooted more than 3 hours of a video, but I did not upload. Only I cut the video and uploaded only half an hour for the basic requirement. And today again I'm recording it for your just reference purpose. So you have to do in according to that. Okay, you do understand everything, bring your understanding for each and every key points, and then only you proceed with that. At the end you have to perform the practicals also, so your learning capability should be there. So first I will select the database. So I selected the database. Now you see I'm in the company DB experiment 1 database, right? Now I will perform the DML operation. As you have seen that we had given some 4, 5, 6 tables that we have to create. So first table I will create it, department table. So I have taken the attribute as it was mentioned in the relational model, right? I have taken from there. Okay, you are following, right? So here constraint and everything, why this all, everything I have listed out. So I will do it quickly, guys. Okay. You have to write it in your system. Okay. Then department location I will create, which is used to store the multiple location if it is applicable for each department. Then I have taken total two attributes along with the connectivity of these two tables with the help of foreign key, so-called referential integrity. And in this case, department number, you see, this is as a foreign key I have taken, which is primary key in the our base table or parent table. I hope you are getting. So let me create it. Yes. Now both tables are created and connected as well. Now, third table, I will create employee. Employee basically store all the employee details. For example, employee SSN. SSN is similar to employee ID, employee name, employee salary, employee gender. Then super SSN, it's a similar to SSN, but suppose in the department, one employee may be a manager. So this is what the self-referential integrity. Okay. So this will connect to this employee. Maybe one of employee of a particular department could be a manager. That's what the purpose of this. Okay. So again, I'm repeating this property I am inheriting from the beginning only when I was explaining ER diagram. Before that, I was explaining the data models. Later on, I explained your relational model. Guys, here you have to put your lot of attention while creating the such kind of a tables, because this you are creating as a standard. This should be standard. That's why we are following all the ethics and values, whatever applicable while creating the tables. Then address, okay, and you are understanding better understanding what kind of data types and constraint I have taken. Then department number, and this department number is as a foreign key. You know why? This will connect the your department table with the employee table. Okay, because sometime we will require the data from the table, different tables. You are not able to keep all the information in the single table, right? Then self-referential integrity. This is called as self-referential integrity. Means this super SSN as a foreign key, which will connect with the SSN, which is as a primary key. You see here, this I have created as a primary key, and this I have created as a foreign key, right? So these two are getting connect to each other. This only will disclose which employee is the manager, right? I hope you are getting here. Now let me create the employee table. Okay, let me execute it. Now employee table created. Now project table. Project table, recall the our company database ER diagram or relational model. We have one more entity or table called as project. Yeah, in the project, you can cross verify these all things are given in your syllabus, right? Then project number, project name, project location, then department number. Again, this department number as a foreign key. Why? Because we wanted to connect this project with the department. This means directly which department is running which project. I mean, which project is belonging to which department through the relation, if you recall the things. And other data types and constraints are there. And the comment I have written, please go through. This comment I have hard coded for you only, guys, for you, so that you can understand it properly, right? And the way I'm doing this all, the same way you have to do. Do not make any mistake. Make your all the understanding on each and every topic. Do it practically. Okay. Now, again, we have a works on table. Works on is nothing but it's a relation between your entities. This means that this will define the cardinality or what you're calling it, participation, linking the table with the cardinalities, like here many to many, or this in you recall that those days when I was explaining the year diagram. Okay, those topics. So same thing I had applied here with the help of SQL. Now you realize, guys, the day I was explaining ER diagram, in my mind, it was running these things, practically how SQL will work. Okay, so this is what the explanation. Now you have to create the table for the, I have created whether for the project table, yes, created. Now I have to create the works on table, in that also ESSN, okay, employee SSN. This is a foreign key, and then project number, again, it is a foreign key. Why? Because these are connecting the direct those tables, employee table, project table, number of hours, okay. Then these are the referential integrity to connect the tables. I mean, this works on table connecting with employee and project as well. And what are the foreign key and what are the primary key, you know very well. And this is what the properties. Guys, this is we are repeating more than 50 times. Then again, one more table, last table you have to create called as dependent table. This is called as weak entity. If you recall the about dependent entity in the AR diagram, this was the weak entity. Why? Because this dependent table directly depending on the employee table, directly depending on the employee table. So again, we have taken ESSN, department name, address, relationships, and their genders. Okay, and the data types and other information about it. Okay. And this is used to connect this dependent table with the employee table. As you go back and you see in your notes, I have given ditto diagrams. Okay. Now, how the diagrams converted into SQL format, you can observe here. So I hope I have created all the six tables: dependent table, works on table, project table, employee table, and department location, and department 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 table, total 6 table. Let me cross verify whether 6 tables are there or not. If you see here, first I created, database, then I selected schema, then department table, then location table, employee table, project table, works on table, and dependent table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 tables successfully we have created. Now we have to cross verify whether table is in our database or not. How we can verify it? So to verify it, you have to refresh it. As soon as you will refresh, let me refresh again. Yes. Now you observe here on the table, this link will come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total 6 table came now along with the schema pattern, right? Now we have to perform the data manipulation operation. According to your syllabus, first question is to insert the values in the tables. So one by one, I will insert the values. See guys, if I would have been typed this, no, this video would be like 3-4 hours of lengthy video. So that's why I have done from morning actually. In fact, I'm doing, and now it's around 4:16, 4:15 evening. I'm recording this. So you can understand how much effort is required to do these all things. And I have designed these things in order so that you can, by reading only, you understand why we are taking these rows based on the given problems. Okay, this is what as a DBA you have to think while performing the any practical. Okay, and okay. Mhm. Now one more thing. So you see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 rows I have taken based on the our declared tables. So 1, 2, 3. Total 3, I think I have taken attributes in the department table. You can see here in left side. Okay. Columns are department number, department name, manager SSN. You see here department number, department name, and manager SSN. Why we have taken that I have listed out. Now let me create it. Okay. I'm not going to explain this much because these are easy tasks. So now I will insert the values in the department location. So let me take the department location. Department location again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 rows I will insert. So according to that, we have department number, department location. And you see here for the same, I mean, department 3, there are 2 locations we have taken. Similarly, for the, I mean, this, I can say department number 1, we have 2 locations. So for 2 departments, we have taken 2 locations. Okay. So let me run it. Why we have taken, guys? If you read the first questions, which is listed out in the experiment in your syllabus, they have asked the question like that. So I have designed this schema to perform these operations. This is not like randomly you can be able to perform. Some technical prospect you have to think and define here. So let me run it. Again, I inserted value in the department location. So 2 values we inserted in the department and in the department location. Third, I'm going to insert in the employee table. What is the employee table? You see here. SSN, name, salary, gender, super SSN, address, and department number. You observe here all the things I have taken according to this column wise. All the values I have filled. Some value null I have filled because maybe super SSN is not there. Okay, super SSN is not there. Other than super SSN are defined. Means one employee can have multiple roles, I can say in the short. This is applicable, so I will insert this value. Guys, I'm a bit fast in this process because this I have already explained in the previous video also. You can go through. Next, we have a table called as project table. Again, what is the columns? Project number, project name, location, and this project number. And so many columns we have inserted here. This means that we have department-wise multiple projects. Okay, so that I have taken. So project number, project name, then locations, and department number. And one more thing, I have taken all the projects related to computing only. Okay, basically I have designed in such a way. You can keep any other value also applicable. Understood? No, I inserted value in the project table. Now we have a relation, and again, you see here, I mentioned the questions, why I have done this way, right? So the reason behind, first of all, let me open the works on 3 total columns with respect to that 3 values I have kept in each and every rows and number of rows I have inserted, right? Why I have done this? Because of the questions requirement. Okay, to fulfill the criteria of the questions requirement. So, and these are interconnected between the tables, these information. For example, ESSN, you go and check with the employee table. I have inserted these values. Project number, in the project table, I have inserted these values. Number of hours, it is I have inserted in the project only. Okay. So these things are there. Only this will make the relation with the depending on the cardinalities or participation ratios. This could be 1 to 2, 1 to 1, 1 to 3, or else no relation mapping, or else many to many. I mean, those things. So depending on the question which is being asked in your syllabus, based on that I have formulated this, and this while formulation took more time. Okay, so these all things you have to think, guys, why I am doing. So put your lot of time and effort to understand these things. Okay, so I am moving forward by inserting the values in the works table. Similarly, dependent table, okay, with the weak entities. And maybe in your exam, they will ask print the particular employee, the employee which doesn't have any dependency, right? So intentionally, I did not put any dependency on the Amit. Okay. So the question number 4, it was asked. So down to that, we will solve the question, and there are some comment I have given so that you can correlate the employee and their dependency. What kind of a dependencies are there? For example, you see here dependent table, in that dependent name. For example, wife, maybe employee having wife, having son, having brother, or father or daughter, right? Different relations. So those dependencies I have given for the employees. So how many dependents on that? Okay. For example, I am the employee. I have wife. I have a daughter, right? So that dependency I will count here. Maybe some employees there who is unmarried and even alone. So you can consider to them no dependency, or else maybe he is orphan, maybe no dependency. Many conditions are there. So this is what you think about it, guys. When we are working on the database, many prospect of a real world we are considering. Okay, let me insert this. Oh, sorry. Now value inserted in the dependent table also. So all the values with respect to table we have inserted. Now the time to perform the query. Here you can say it a DQL, data query language. Data query means nothing but query means select. Query means select. Retrieve means select. Understood? Query, retrieve, these all things representing the select. Okay, so the question number 2 is, first question solved. Question number 2 is retrieve name of employee who work on the all projects controlled by the department number 3. Department number 3, if you recall, you go back to the department number 3, and department number 3 having IT, right? IT department. And this particular if I will search manager SSN also given. And then the question is asked, project controlled by the department number 3. How many projects? So go to the project table, click here, project department number. Okay, last. So you see department number 3, 1 project, 2 project, 3 project, 4 projects. Total 4 projects are there. So you see there, when I was doing this, I am listing the employee name. Okay. Then project number, then works on table with the project number. Okay. So you see here, we have used subqueries, correlated subqueries, and subqueries with not exist operator. Okay. Guys, to save the time, I have written the answer in the splitted format. It will give the answer for this particular line. Okay. Please do spare some time, though we have solved this problem in our classroom also, but you please spend some more time. Operators like not exist, okay, in, not in, such kind of operators, and operator. So what it will do? First, it will solve this query, okay, this correlated queries. Correlated means the correlation between the rows, which will link the outer employees. For example, the project number on which the employees is working, and you are just connecting the linking the table based on the this subqueries. Okay, then what result you will get, that will get stored, and that will get again connect with this particular operation. Okay, this particular operation, then they will search out, I mean they will compare and they will search out which particular project is belonging to department number 3. So what are the project is belonging to the department number 3? So let me take on the department, I mean project. So many things are getting interlinked together since we have linked these all things through referential integrity. So this will work. So you see project number 3, database upgrade, and you can say cloud infra, cyber security, ERP, these kind of projects are working. So let me run it. Manoj. Manoj is the employee. Manoj is the employee who is working on that. From where you got the output, since you are reflecting this only. Okay. If you want to reflect the project name, so let me take you on where it is project. So I have taken project name. So I will write here P name, P name. Okay. P name and whether I have taken, yes, I have taken. So most probably this should produce the output. So uh, P name, P name only I have taken, yes. So from uh, you can write here project. If it will work, fine. Otherwise, I will. Yes. It is working now. So you see, let me run it again. You see here, Manoj is working on this project. Manoj is working on this project. Manoj is working on this project. I mean, Manoj is working on all the projects. Here, it is not grouping. If you will group it based on the department number 3 only, then it will produce the that only. Okay, so timing it is not required. So I'm removing this. This is enough, okay, to produce this output. Okay, guys, I will say put your bit time on this and understand it, the flow of project. Please trash this, you will come to know. If I will do everything here only, na, it will take 3 4 hours to make you I mean to explain everything. So please you do by yourself on behalf of this all given references, then you will understand better. So I'm moving on to third project. Third given problem as per your syllabus, retrieve the name of employee who get the second highest salary. This I have explained, so I will go through direct the problem. I mean retrieve means select the name of the employee who get the second highest salary. Let me manually first take you on the employee table, and you see here these are the salary I have given. How? Go to the employee, you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So 1, 2, 3. Third column should be salary 1, 2, 3. So this is the column where the salaries are listed out 80, 90, 1 lakh, 80, 85, 70, 75, 80. So 1 lakh after that 90. 90 is the second highest salary for the Sunita. So this I wanted to fetch it from the table. How I will fetch it? So you see here. Select the name of the employee from the employee table. Again, subquery I have used. Okay, scalar subquery down to that. Operator I have used, right? So select max salary from the employee. Then again, you're comparing from the first max salary. So how it will execute? First, it will execute this inner. Okay, inner, inner to outer. Subqueries are always working from inner to outer. Okay. At last, you will get the output here. Okay. So first, this line it will contain the maximum salary. It will contain the maximum salary. Suppose if I will take it out and I will run it now, what it will do? It will give the maximum salary. You see here. You see, a 1 lakh rupees coming maximum salary. So you can split it. Okay. So this will produce the maximum salary, right? So maximum salary is greater than this salary. So if condition is true, then this will contain the second maximum salary. So through aggregate, max aggregate function, right? For your understanding purpose, I have given this commented line. Then what second salary will come? This will store on this variable, I mean this particular column, and that will uh, produce the name of the particular employee, which having the second highest salary. So you please go through the tracing and the Sunita you are getting here and the flow of the code. Answers I have listed out. It is up to you how you are solving these problems, right, guys? Please go through. Okay. For reference purpose, I am just moving forward now. List the name of employee who have no dependents in alphabetical order. No dependent. Recall when I was creating the table, what was the name for which I did not give any dependency? Let me take on the dependent table. Amit doesn't have any dependency, right? Where is the Amit? You see here. intentionally, I did not keep any dependency, right? So Amit doesn't have any dependency. So I mean, run it. So how it will work? You want the employee name who doesn't have any dependency, so better to use not exist. That's the best operator, which will only produce true if no dependence in the table, right? Perform the subquery from the row one, okay? Compare with the department, and you see here it's like implicit join an order by name in ascending order since it is given in alphabetical order. So this is how. See, Amit is the only person who doesn't have any dependency. I hope you got the idea how these codes are working. So put practice, you will come to know. I want everyone should trace this all the query before writing in the file. Please understand these all things. And the similar kind of a question always you will get in the placements also, right? Now, next, retrieve the number of employee and average salary working in each department. So this is easy one. Select the department name, then count the particular salary through the SSN wise of each employee and given in the one of a column name as alias, then average salary as average salary from the department and join operation and group by the this one is the quite straightforward, you are aware about, so go through this, okay? So this will give the number of employees and their average salary in the each department. So what I'm fetching here from the I mean select d dot department name, so this will give the department name, right? So let me run it. See, HR department, number of employee, and their average salary. Guys, I hope you got the idea, right? So this is what the purpose. Again, this one is very easy program given. So sometime you will get the easy one also. Through the join operation, left join operation, it happened, and how it is working, everything is written in the commented part. Again, I'm moving to the next question. Guys, again, I'm repeating. I'm not explaining this problems, how it is working. This you do by yourself since the basics I have explained in the classroom, right? Now it's your turn to make you more understandable on these logics, how it is working. Do it again and again until you are not getting full confidence on each and every problem given in your experiments, right? If you are getting later on any problem, please do reach out. Please ask in the classroom even. I will explain these things, okay? Then retrieve the SSN of all employee who work at least one project number called as 1 to 3. 1 to 3. It's very easy one, in and pass the this particular given project number. This question actually in a different manner I saw when I was explaining in operator in the classroom. I don't know how many of you are regular with the class, how many of you understanding the logic, how many of you doing the practices after my explanation. So it's all based on your honesty and your effort, guys. So select the distinct ESSN distinct because it will remove the duplicacy from the SSNs from the works on table, and the project are these things. Okay, so this will display the ESSN. ESSN you can cross verify with the employee table. Now, sorry, from the works on table. Sorry. Now retrieve the number of dependents from the employee named Ram. Then it's quite common. You have to use aggregate function quite and give alias name number of dependents from the dependent table, dependent one of the weak entity table. And then you have used inner join with the employee table, right? So from the dependent table, you will get the dependents. You will get the employee name from the employee table. And then you have joined through the inner join where e name is equals to Ram. Okay, you have given the clause condition. So if Ram is the part of employee, I mean in the employee it is the name there. So that will compare with the department table. Whatever common part will come, intersection, this join alone, inner join or join both are common. It will give the dependent on the Ram. And I think two dependents I have defined. Let me check. Yes, two. It is two. How you will cross verify it? Go to the, let me first Yes, dependent table and employee table. So let me take you on the first dependent tables. Where is the RAM? You have to go to the first employee table, RAM. RAM. Let me click on this, and you have to see the common part. RAM is having SSN is ending with 789. 56789, right? 567, sorry. 5234. 5234. This is SSN, you can see for the RAM. Now come to the dependent table. 5236. Where is that 5236? What was that? 5234, right? 5234. So these two dependency on RAM only you see here. Understood? So this is how you are fetching the data. Guys, while creating the table, you have to smart enough so that you can be able to solve the problems. Otherwise, you will get stuck. So in your suppose exam, they will ask the questions. Please be wise enough while solving these questions. Though they will not ask this much lengthy question to solve all, based on that, some basic question you can expect that will be there, right? So I hope you got the idea how it is giving the answer to, right? Likewise, I will move on to the problem number 8. Number 8 is list the employee who do not work on the any project. So I think I have given some name, right? So not exist. If any employee is not there, then it will produce the output, right? Right. From the row number 1, it will compare and it will produce. So you see the name of employee. Amit is the only person. Uh, I can say Amit is the person who do not work on any project. He is free from everything, only getting salary. Now, question number 9, retrieve the names of the employee who live in same address as their dependents. Okay. So retrieve the names of the employee who live in the same address as their dependents. Means family living together. In the short, employee is every day returning to home. Okay. Not like me. So select the distinct employee name from the employee table, then the inner join, and moreover, you are using here AND operator to connect the multiple tables. One is employee to department, dependent, and then the different address related. Okay, so this is the joining, inner join, and this is you are calling it uh, nested join, right? With the help of AND operator. So let me run it. These are the employees who are living with their family. Okay, same address. Okay. So question number 10, list the department name that have more than one location. Select the department name that have more than one location. I think at moment only we have to go to the department table and department location table. Simple join operation. So simple join operation you have performed here. This is the having clause. Here you have used group by and having clause you have to use. So guys, please do mind here. Please mind here. The thing is when and which clause you have to apply. When you read the question, by that only you will come to know when and which clause we have to use, and that all you can grip with the help of practice only. This all I have done in the classroom. So let me first take you on the what is the first question. Let me read again. Department names that have more than one location. So come back to the department table first. Okay, department. So we have department number, department name, manager SSN. Now dependent, location, department number. So department number is the common between the tables. So department number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then department location. Now let me take one department. So it is asking more than one. So 1, 1. So this is one of the HR department having two locations. Similarly, we have three. Three means IT department having two locations. So total two. Okay. So answer would be 2 for the question number 10. Okay. And this is what the query for that. Select the department dot D name means department name. This will come as a column as output from the department table. Then you are performing the join table, common part only, group by department name, having hmm, department location, L, 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 L. In this is like one of clause. location, I mean, department location dot department location, from the department location column, right? Greater than 1. Okay. So let me run it. So HR and IT, you are getting here, right? Go through, revise it. Okay. Now question number 11. 11 is retrieve the name and address of the employee who work on the more than 2 projects. Same kind of a question with the different departments. Employee name and their address you have to display who are working on more than 2 projects. So name, address, who are working on more than 2 projects. So you see here employee name, employee address from the employee table itself you are getting. Then inner join you are doing group by and count having clause with the distinct clause more than 2 projects. So projects you are getting from the works on table, right? So this is how you have to do. Now you see here we connected employee with works on. Okay. So this is the answer. So Manoj, Priya and Ram, these are the employee. These are the employee and their address who are working on more than 2 projects, right? This is was the answer. Please go through and do it. Find the name of employee who earn more than their managers. Oh, violation of some real world formula, but it is applicable when the employees are senior than the managers, then definitely they will get the more salary than the manager salary. So in this case, you have to be very wise and self join you have to use self join. So see how we have been used. Select employee, and here referential, self-referential integrity will work. I have created the super SSN and manager SSN. Manager SSN and super, I think, 1 second. Department table is containing manager SSN since employee can be a department manager, okay, and can be a part of a department as an employee. So you see super SSN and manager SSN. So from the employee table, and this is the condition. Employee salary, if greater than manager salary, give the employee name. Okay. So you see. So these are the employee who are getting more salary than manager, right? So as of now, we have solved 12 questions, some 4 questions more, then we'll wind up this. And this will be your first experiment that you have to solve by yourself. You have to execute everything. Then you have to write in your record nicely and neatly without any cut and without any, you can say in a beautiful manner. Retrieve highest salary paid in each department in descending order. This is very common. And select department name, maximum salary as a max salary from the department, then inner join, group by and order by. Okay, very simple. You go through this, run it, you will get the output. IT, maximum salary finance, maximum salary HR. Department wise, what are the maximum salary that you have fetched out? Thing is, you have performed here a joined operation. Okay. So that's why I have given this all commented line for you, for your reference only. Retrieve names of employee paid same salary as Anil. Now first you check the Anil salary. So where will get the employee table? Who is Anil? Anil. 80,000. Now who is getting another 80,000? Priya and Amit. So Priya and Amit is getting equal salary. What salary Anil is getting? The same query you have to write. Now you think how you will do. It's very easy question. Okay. Which question was it is? 13. 14 number. Select the employee from the employee. Subquery you have to apply. Where salary is equals to select salary from the employee table where the name is Anil. So subquery in this condition you have to perform. Okay. So let me just check whether it will work. Yes, Anil, Priya, Amit, right? So these are the names were there. I think why okay, leave this comment. You check it why I have done this. Okay. So this is the answer. This is very easy question. So guys, now you are understanding the power of subqueries, power of a join, power of a clauses, power of a different operator, logic, everything. Now it's very equal to your normal programming. The way you are defining the logics to generalize the problem for the given program. Similarly, here for the queries, you have to define the logic. You have to apply your skills to apply to get the output, right? Practice. Everything you can get it by practice. Again, I'm repeating. We are about to ending of this experiment, entire experiment 1. Retrieve total hours worked by each employee in all the projects. So employee name, then count the total sum of the hours from the works on table as a total hours from the employee table joining with the works on table. Since these two condition you can get in the these tables which we have inserted. Guys, you have to realize it how much depth required to create the table, to insert the values, to solve this problem. Some 5 6 times I have changed the table and their values to get the such kind of output for the given problems. Understood? It's not like one day work. It's because I did not get any manual for this also. So for your reference purpose, correctly I am performing it. Please make sure you have to do it properly. So you see here, select employee name, sum all the working hours from the works on table. So you are joining employee and works on table. Okay. And grouping by employee SSN and employee name. Okay. So you see here, the output here is the output. Anil is working 30 hours, Sunita 40, Manoj is 105, Manoj is the excellent, Priya, then Ram, and their working hours. It is listed out. Okay. This is how you can count from the different table. Name is coming from employee table, total hours is coming from works on table, and you had applied. So guys, by doing this online, you will learn a lot how all tables are interconnected with each other and how, as per the requirement, what tables are performing, in what basis, what operations, how the logics are applicable. Here is the last question of the given first experiment. Find the average salary of a male and female separately. This is very easy question. So first you have to select the sex which you have defined as a gender, then average salary as average salary from the employee table, group by sex, right? So here gender wise you are segregating the average salary, right? So group by. So what to say here. It's a very generic. You go and you see gender only. I have taken two. Obviously, it will group only in two, male or female, right? You see here. So male is getting this much, female is getting this much. Okay. This is how we are ending our first experiment. Now, final note on this particular explanation. I don't know from guys, 1 minute. Yes, so it is under recording. So guys, what I have done, I'm just concluding. First, I have created one database called as company DB Experiment-1. You have to just add here underscore your name. Then you have to select your particular database. Then you have to create the department table with respect to their attribute name, data types, and constraints. Similarly, for the department location and their things, and you have to connect the tables, then employee table, then again you have to connect the tables based on given condition, then project table, then again connect the tables, then works on, then again connect the tables. You know why this all required? Because of you are fetching the data from the between the tables, then dependent table, and they're connecting up the tables. Okay, then inserted values. Wisely, I have inserted values so that I can achieve the all the required queries which is given in your experiment one. Then one by one, all the 16 questions I have solved and explained. Though I have explained in short, since I have given solutions here and I have explained these all basics in the classroom. Now it is up to you how you are solving the each and every problem. Majorly, you have to focus on while solving the queries. In this case, when you will perform the DQL like select operation. So what you all have to do, since you have created tables already, now what you all have to do, you have to work on like how select is working, how from is working, how where clause is working. Similarly, how subqueries are working, which subqueries is applicable and why these subqueries are applicable, which operator is applicable. Guys, these things you have to work on. Okay, these basics first you make clear why this is all there and why it is working. Then create the trash table properly, trash these queries properly based on the your defined tables, how data is coming out in output. And similarly here also how aggregate functions are working in the subqueries, how you can use the subqueries. I mean, more than 20 questions we have solved in the classroom on the subqueries and aggregate function together. Then how which subqueries are applicable, when operators are there, then scalar subqueries are coming. Likewise, we have done a lot. They not exist when it will give the true when the data is not available. Okay, and then subqueries you have applied from the row one, then order by, how order by is working, then join operation we had used, why we have used left join, what is the conditions applicable, everything. Okay, then again group by. So these are the complex queries, okay, not easy queries. Then how distinct keyword is working, I mean everything, and how this in operator is working. Guys, if you're regular with the class and you would have been followed my instructions, it is easy for you. Otherwise, you have to work on each and every prospect. What select, what from, what join, what where, everything, everything you have to understand. How this join is working, how this aggregate function is working here, how alias is working here to produce the output, then these things, okay? Similarly, all the problems, please go through this from basic to complex queries. Everything we have used means we have used everything. We have used DDL, we have used DML, we have used DQL, we have used clauses, we have used operator, we have used I can say subqueries, join, then the combination of subqueries, join, the combination of logics, many things, many operators. So this is all about your experiment number one. Please do execute it, write in your record properly, nicely, neatly, right? And get the output. And you can do one more thing. You may change some names. Okay, names you can change, and this would be the benefiting to you, right? Okay, guys, I'm just winding it here only, ending this of first experiment. Now you write it down, okay? Based on what output I have got, similar to output you have to achieve. If you are getting, so how you have to write, I'm telling you. What you all have to do, let me connect now. Whiteboard. One second, guys. Allow me some time. So, what you all have to do, basic submission that you have to perform. You have to purchase one lab record. I think you have already this is. So in your free, I mean, you should start first executing this all things, right? Then, then what you have to do, one minute, just let me connect the my white, I mean, writing pad. Then I will explain how to write. Okay. 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 Now I'm ready. So, thing is, let me share first whiteboard. Just allow me 30 seconds. Here it is, Microsoft Whiteboard. Now on screen. Now you see, you will have a lab record, right? Lab record. So first page of index page, keep it blank. Okay, keep it blank. Keep it blank. I will give the details for later on about this. Go to your second page. Okay, I mean second part where the ruled lines are there, right? Huh? So your records are split into two parts. If it is your record, so this part will contain this line wise, and this one is blank, right? So here you have to write your experiment one, entire experiment detail you have to write. Down to that, query one, you have to write, then their answer you have to write. Answer means that query which we have performed, right? You have to write. Here you have to write. And suppose this is answer for query one. So if output you are getting, output, write down query one like that. Okay. Or down to that also you can write output for query one. I'm using here short, but you should use output complete. Okay, guys. Everything you have to write properly. This you have to do for all the section questions. Similarly, uh, when second experiment I will explain, please start with fresh page, not from the same page. Okay. If I will start second experiment, you should use fresh page. So that I will intimate later. All the best, guys. Perform best, do best, learn it, be prepared for your practical exam also. Any doubt, you reach out. Okay. So I am stopping here only everything. Thank you for joining this particular and do work. Okay. Thank you.